Another trade request? Yes, another trade request. Hi again, everyone. I'm James Rapien of BengalsTalk.com, and this is Cincinnati Bengals Talk. And I got to be honest, when we put out our 7-round mock draft this afternoon, I thought it was the last video we would do before the 2024 NFL draft. Trey Hendrickson had other plans. The Pro Bowl defensive end has officially requested a trade from the Bengals, according to Adam Schefter. Schefter, the first to report this. Hendrickson, unhappy about his contract. He's set to make $14.8 million this season, under contract through 2025, where he'll make $15.8 million in 2025. And here's what's interesting about this, because I get it. Trey Hendrickson had 17 and a half sacks last year. He's someone that has been one of the best sack producers and disruptors in the game over the past few years since signing with the Bengals prior to the 2021 season. At the same time, Trey Hendrickson signed a 1-year extension last offseason. Trey Hendrickson was the one who made that decision. And so now, and I get it, there's going to be people that say, oh, we'll pay him more. He's the one who agreed to that deal. He could be in a contract year this year and be able to play well and get another bite of the apple, or sign an extension now. Now he would have leverage. He's under contract for 2 more years, so he doesn't really have any leverage. And that's my instant reaction here is, all right, what do you want the Bengals to do here? You're the one who signed the extension last year. That being said, is he underpaid? Absolutely. He's been one of the best values in value signings in the NFL over the past half decade, for sure. And probably going back even farther than that, one of the best free agent signings in Bengals history. So when you look at it and you say, all right, he had 17 and a half sacks, and then the year prior had 8 sacks, the year prior to that, 14 and a half. Yeah, I get it. I do. You have 40 sacks in 3 years. That's production, baby. At the same time, the Bengals, they have all the leverage here. And that's why signing that extension last offseason for 1 year, if you're Hendrickson, maybe you shouldn't have done that. And now it's rock hard place. He's there. We've seen the Bengals. They're not necessarily going to jump at a trade request. I think the request comes before the draft right now because, well, it's before the draft. So maybe they try to force the Bengals' hand, and that's the route they go. But we saw this with Jonah Williams. We've seen it with T. Higgins, and we're going to see it here with Trey Hendrickson, who has even less leverage than those guys. And I guess you could say, all right, well, he will hold out. But what is that going to do? How is that going to help his cause? So he's under contract for the next 2 years. I would expect him to be between a rock and a hard place until he decides to show up. And that said, it's just another storyline to follow this draft weekend. We're going to have you covered right here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk. This was a breaking news video. I don't think Trey Hendrickson is going to get traded. I don't think the Bengals are going to react to this quickly. I don't really think it's going to impact their draft plans either. Like, could they suddenly go edge rusher in round 1? I don't think so. At the same time, maybe it does. Maybe they're more open to it. Maybe they do listen to trade offers for Trey Hendrickson. I would just be really, really surprised if they do that with certainly their most productive defensive player over the past 3 years during this run. For more, make sure you check out BengalsTalk.com and check out my 7-round mock draft, including our first round big board, 2 videos that we posted on Wednesday for you to get you ready for the 2024 NFL draft. Also, Enter the Jungle was really good this week. We did our all-name draft, so check all of that out. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. And for Andrew Fox Miller, I'm James Rapien. Thank you so much for watching Cincinnati Bengals Talk.